Hello everyone, welcome to the channel once again. If you are liking the videos, please do subscribe to the channel and please share this video to your friends or colleagues who are interested in learning these cues and data structures and algorithms. I am sure that it will help them in their careers and their schooling or in their colleges. So please do share this video as well. So in this video we'll learn about cues. So what are cues? In the previous video we see about the stacks, and now in this video we are learning about queues. So queues are data structure whose architecture works in the manner first in first out. That is, queues are FIFO, first in first out. All the elements which enter first out first. Now in this example you can see this is the queue of bars. Now inserting or adding an item is called in-queue, and deleting or removing an item is called dequeue. So the first element which is inserted first will be dequeued first. So in this manner the queue works. And again, all the operations are happening at the end of the structure, like in the front or the back. So it happens in a constant time because the pointer directly reaches there and removed from the first or the back. But if you are implementing queue in a list or an array, and if you are iterating to that last position, then it will be a linear time, and then that operation would not be optimized. So there are data structures on which you can implement queues, like there are decks in Python using which you can implement the queues and the operations would be in constant time. So we'll see that in our demo part. And many of the languages has inbuilt queues also, like Java or .NET or Python has inbuilt queues. So using that they can directly execute the queues. So the only thing is that the operations in between is not permitted, only at the ends of the structure is permitted. Again, one point to be noted, it is not like array, so there is no indexing and you cannot directly access any element in the queue or the stack. So where generally the queues are used, you have seen in your offices or colleges the printer. So somebody gives print request and another person gives the print request. Then it is queued in the printer, and the first request which comes for the printing, it prints first, and then the second and the third. One example is the queue in the printer, and the second is any of the resources which are shared in the system. So that is also based on queue. So all the communication lines or disk or tapes, anything, the first element which is accessed gets out. It is highly used in multi-threading and concurrency situation also. So this is the some of the usage of queue. Now you can see here in this diagram, it's a front queue and the rear end. Now this is the element. So the first person who is entering from here will be out from here. So this is the first person, first in, first out. So C#, you can call the operations as in-queue or dequeue. In Python, you can say put or get, or you can use your inbuilt like dequeue collection class to make your own queues. And here it will be optimized. If you are using the regular list, then it will be inefficient. In JavaScript, you can create queues using dynamic arrays, and the methods which are available are push and shift. So let's go to the demo and see how we can implement these queues. So in the last video, I hope you have seen this stacks video and the code here. I'll be modifying this code of a stack to the queues. So let's go to the JDoodle, and then we can search for Swift, and then we can click on this, and then this was the thing which we implemented for the stack. I will modify this into queue. So first thing first, we will make it queue, and then queue data structure, and then we will again use the array, string array, and then push. We have in queue, and again the append will be at the last, so this will again work. Replace it with this, and then pop will be dequeue, and this stack structure. The stack data structure will be changed into queue data structure, and here we are removing from the last, and I'll remove from the first because it is FIFO. Remove last will change to remove first, and the last string will change to first string. Order the first item in that. Now DQ. Now peak will be peak. Data structure we will change, and the last item we will check first, and then kill this, and then first, and then we will make this was Q, so we will make it Q. And then again we are in case of push we will in Q. Now you see we have changed the structure of this from stack to queue. Now what I'm doing, I have made one class queue, I have made one queue using the array use of a string, and then I'm enqueuing. Enqueuing obviously will be done at the last, so the item will be appended after the item which is already there, and then when I'm dequeuing in the stack, we are checking the last item, then I'm checking the first item. If it is not null, then I'm fetching the first item, and then if it is there, then I'm removing it. If item is already there, then I'm removing it, and then I'm returning it. Peek is again watching it, the first item, and returning it. So I'm enqueuing 1 2 3 4. So when I'm peeking it in the same manner, like 1 2 3 4 is inserted, so 1 would be peeked obviously because the first in and first out. So let's go and execute. It throws an error. Okay, now this is the error I have copied from, so YouTube removes this, so that's why it is changed. So you can also do this. Now you can see, now you see the one item which I have already, the first item which I have inserted is peaking. Now what I can do, I can dequeue one item, and then we can see how it is working. So in my pop, I will dequeue. I'm going to dequeue it, and then we will peak. So one item I am dequeuing it, so one will be dequeued, and then when I'll peak, obviously 2 should be peaked. 2 should be visible. Again, you see 2 is visible here. Here I am printing the first item I am peaking, and then I am dequeuing it, and then I am peaking. And 1 and 2 is getting peaked. So I hope you understand this. This is the custom queue class, custom data structure that we have built in Swift. You can make by yourself in different language. We will see another one using Python. So let's go to Doodle and then try Python. We'll be using Python 3 compiler, and now what we are doing, we will use this dequeue collection class of the Python to make a queue. So we'll remove this. So let's import it from collections, now from dequeue, and then I'll make queue equal to DE that is deck. Now you can make this class using the list also. Then again, if you make list, and then you have to iterate to the last element, and then it will be having a linear complexity. But deck is a specific class which is provided by the Python libraries. It is a collection of stack and a queue, so various methods are provided. You can use it as a stack also, you can use it as a queue also. So in this demo, I am using it to make a queue. So queue I have made, and then I can queue dot append, and then I'm appending 1, and then I'll append another 2 3 4 item. I will append 2 You see the DQ is the class which I 1, 2, 3, 4 is appended. Now I will DQ an item from this and then we'll see. Now for DQing you can use the method pop left. So q dot pop left, and then you can pop left on item, and then if you will print it, so you print the q. So this is the first in first out, so one will be DQ'd and then the rest of the item will be printed. So 2 3, so in this print 1 2 3 4, and then when I printing again, one will be DQ'd, so 2 3 4 should be printed. So let's go and execute. See the DQ 1 2 3 4, and then the one was DQ'd, and then 2 3 4 was printed. Now this DQ has pop left, pop right also. These methods are there, so you can use this deck class of the Python to implement a stack or implement queues. So this is very interesting class you can use in Python. Hope you enjoyed the video in implementing this. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.